So I'm Wouter. I'm in charge of, well, I'm one of the people in product design at KBC.
Okay.
I work on these applications for internet banking, and I will zoom in a bit on KBC-Touch and KBC-Mobile banking. These are our two applications for the smartphone and for the tablet and for the browser banking. So we have two platforms. I've used the screenshots of Apple devices because they look prettier in a presentation, but we don't just support, of course, Apple. Android is a really important platform. On the one hand, we have KBC-Touch for browser banking. So you can use it on a regular computer or on a laptop and on a tablet. And on the other hand, we have the smartphone application, which we deploy on several platforms, including Windows Phone, Android, and iOS. KBC-Touch is an application we launched last September. We are currently switching our users from the old platform to the new platform. And basically, Touch is a really new way of doing your internet banking. We focus a lot on simplicity. We really put a lot of effort in understanding our users. We included them in the development of this application, and it resulted in an application that is much more easier to use. It's more intuitive, and it's also, we think, graphically, it's interesting to our users. Here you can see your accounts, but you can also personalize the screen. You can switch the order of these accounts to put the most important one first. You can put a picture on for these accounts, and you can give them a nickname to make it easier to use. What else you see here is we have used a bit of a different kind of navigation, where the classic navigation was insurance, it was mortgages, and we went for something that is a bit closer to our customers, which is the home, the family vehicle. And we noticed that this is something they get. They know what to find, where to find certain things. And it has been proven to be something user-friendly.
Okay.
I'm going to zoom in into a couple of these innovations that we've done. If you navigate through to one of your accounts, one of these you saw on the previous screen, you get the transactions. This overview, it's much cleaner, it's much more simple than the old overview. And in addition to this, we also show something extra than we did in the past, which is you can see the transactions that are planned in the future. So if you have a bill you need to pay, but you don't want to pay it now, you want to pay it in a week, you can schedule it, but you will already see it here.
So this is my future?
Yeah, it will tell you certain things about the future. We can't predict whether you are going to go in a restaurant next weekend, but certain things we know. If you have planned transactions yourself, or if there's an upcoming direct debit, this is something we know 2 days in advance, then we can show it to you. But also your loan payments with KBC, they are shown there. Your upcoming credit card bill is shown there a week in advance, and this gives our clients a better view on what's happening on their accounts, so they can plan it a bit better. This enables people to get some insight into their expenditures. This is something we know it has to be simple for people to be able to use it, so it has to work automatically as much as possible. People don't want to put too much effort in, so what people can do is they can check whether this makes sense to them. But for example, if you went to the petrol station but you didn't get something for your car, perhaps you ate something there, then you can click the icon there, you get this slide in, and then you can switch it to, for example, food, and then it changed. And after the screen, it's not included in the presentation, but then you can also indicate, for me, this is always the case.
Okay. So I need to do it manually?
Yeah, you can change it manually, but it can be remembered for the future. Then this is the screen where you get an overview as a user. Here you can see the most important spending categories of the month July. If you zoom into other, you will get a few more categories, but we don't want to really put all the categories here, because 20 things and you lose a bit the overview, and that's why we summarize it in the other. There are some other insights you can get, which is what you have left, so you can compare your expenditures with your income. You can even make some custom overviews if you want, and you can also make some saving goals. So these are different functionalities of this personal finance management, and we notice this is something our users really appreciate. So this is something we get good feedback on this part of KBC-Touch. This is the last screen I will show on KBC-Touch, just to give an insight into a bit of a different screen. So you have here the family part of the application. Basically, people get to see everything related to the services they get at KBC related to their family. So this person, for example, they have a family insurance, and you can see which people are covered by this insurance. If you want more detail, you can navigate through. You can get all the details on this insurance policy. Same with accident insurance, holiday insurance. So it's really more focused around people, the things they know about the family, their home, their vehicle, rather than the product categories. And you can also see who's part of your family here, and if something changes, if you get a kid, you can add them here if you want. I'm going to continue to the part about KBC Mobile Banking. Touch, it's for the tablet, the browser version for the desktop or laptop, and this is the one really customized for the smartphone. And this is the first screen you get. It's the same because people, when they do online banking, the thing they do the most is check their accounts and do a transaction. So this is the first screen you get for KBC, KBC Mobile Banking. You can navigate through to the detail of it, see the transactions. But I'm going to zoom in on two recent innovations we've done. You can also see them when you start up the application. One is Pay by Mobile Pay. This is a new feature we have that enables clients to pay online payments with their smartphone in a more convenient way. The second one is the ability to withdraw money actually with the mobile. So you actually can go to a KBC ATM and you can get money without using your debit card by just using your mobile application.
Okay.
So this is the first example. This is when you, for example, you are shopping, you go to Zalando. This is something people do in Belgium. It's a shopping site for clothing. Then you say, I want to buy these shoes. At the end you have to pay. Then you select which payment method you want to use. If you
need to use some readers or something like that? No,
that's a good part here. This is the new part. It's we have added an option for users to pay with their smartphone, which is a lot more user-friendly than the card reader. So what happens is you select the payment method, you get a QR code, you open your mobile application. You can see the instructions here in Dutch, unfortunately. You just scan this QR code, you enter your PIN, you see which transaction you are making to make sure that's the correct amount. You confirm it and it's paid. We've got some good feedback on this because people, they do a lot of things on the internet these days. E-commerce is important. So this is an ATM. This is something we launched recently. It's the ability to withdraw cash without a debit card. So basically you just go to any KBC ATM. The default on the screen, it shows, it's kind of a screensaver, and it shows the QR code.
Okay.
If you scan this QR code, you start up the process of withdrawing cash with your smartphone. You just have to select an amount, enter the PIN code of your mobile banking application, and then the cash comes out.
Is it popular in Belgium?
Yes, we've gotten good feedback from people, and mainly we notice that young people are really enthusiastic about this because they live with their smartphone, I would say, and this enables them to do it easier. They don't really like their wallets, so I hope you liked it.
Could KBC survive without this kind of mobile banking, internet banking?
Yeah. Well, survive, we know that a lot of people, they prefer to do these things on the internet. They prefer to do these kind of things on their smartphone more and more, especially young people. They don't use laptops anymore, they don't use desktops anymore. It's really about the smartphone. So I would say it's really crucial for us to have really good solutions there.
Thank you for your answers.